Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, bet you're feeling pretty good. You got a fight booked finally.
No, I'm very excited to back to the cage, and it's so special because now I figured out it's going to be Bellator 300, and they're going to be in San Diego against Cat Zingano. I'm very, very excited.
Is it a little surreal at this point? I mean, we've talked about Cat as an opponent. It feels like for more than a year, and now that it's signed pen to paper, has it hit you that it's actually happening?
You know, I know she's undefeated for 4 fights already, and she's in the contender #1 for fight. And take a little while, you know, but always the time is right, you know. As my other fights I have is really good in boxing, so I'm prepared for this fight too. I'm really excited for Big Cat Zingano.
And what do you think of her as an opponent? And who are you mainly going to be working with this camp for Cat Zingano?
So I'm still working with coach Antonio McKee. So I have still down my coach Muay Thai, Cobrinha. You know, I'm gonna bring my first coach of wrestling in Brazil, Fabinho Cunha. It's really cool. He's teaching me suplex, everything. You know, I know a lot of competition I did in Brazil, the beginning of my career. He will support me, so I feel my heart bringing him for this camp. And they're gonna be special. And there are a lot of another couple guys too is gonna be helping. And yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's awesome. A lot of good of coaches and fighters there. By the way, I saw you were training a bit with John Wayne Parr. Is he going to be part of your camp? The legend, the kickboxing legend.
Yes, for me, he came here. His son compete to jiu-jitsu, so they came for tournaments and did some seminars. It was really cool. You know, he's a legend in the sport, and we did some work, you know, for fighting against southpaws. Really cool, and it was a pleasure having me here in my gym and do some private class.
That's great. And by the way, that's a Muay Thai legend, not kickboxer. I have to correct myself there. Can't disrespect a legend like John Wayne Parr like that. That wouldn't be good. Speaking of other combat sports, we had the big boxing fight, Jake Paul, Nate Diaz. Jake Paul getting a decision. What did you think of his performance?
You know, I was with Nate, you know, his support in mixed martial arts, and it was a great fight. Nate Diaz getting strong in the rounds, you know, and it was a great fight. But, you know, his first fight, boxing, he did 8 rounds. It's different, really. And this is, I think, 7 fights in Jake Paul. But we know it was a great fight, a very good entertainment. You know, it's a Nate was funny. He's trying guillotine playing around.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I think everybody loved. Let's see. Maybe then people say they're gonna fight in MMA, so it's gonna be really cool. It's really cool. Jake come to MMA too. This has happened.
Yeah, and that wasn't the only big fight on the card. We had Amanda Serrano, Heather Hardy, who obviously we know Heather from Bellator. Amanda just with a dominant performance. What did you think of her victory there? And good to see her get a good placement on this card and get her some more shine, so to speak.
You know, Serrano, she did it great. You know, in shape, the great movement, footwork, everything. And Hardy, she's a really hard, tough girl. You know, really tough girl. And she did amazing too. And it made me really happy. She really good to make good money. And she deserves. She's really into the sport for a long time. It was really cool.
Speaking of Amanda Serrano, she's going to be fighting in PFL, the latest fighter to join that organization. What did you think of that? People who don't know, Amanda's fought in MMA before, but it's been a few years. But obviously PFL, they got Clarissa Shields, and now they have Amanda Serrano. What do you think of that? You
know, she's knows a little bit. I think she did some jiu-jitsu tournament, and I think, like you said, she did some MMA fight. Yep. I think she's have, you know, it's gonna be like Clarissa Shields. She's coming to the sport, but she's already having one, you know, deal with before. She's been training before too, so I think it's really cool. So welcome to different world, but she's gonna be great. I'm very excited, and she's a welcome if you'd like to come to California to do some training together, and it'd be my pleasure.
There you go. Speaking of PFL, we haven't talked about this. Bellator has been rumored to be for sale for quite some time. PFL has been one of the names that could potentially buy Bellator. How do you deal with this? Because you're under contract with Bellator. You know, they have this big event at the end. It kind of seems like it might be the end, but what do you think of PFL potentially buying Bellator?
You know, I think you're getting older, you start to understand, like, you just can worry about what you control. So I cannot control what is going to happen, but my focus is really, it's Bellator now, my next fight against Cat Zingano. I've been waiting for a long time, and I'm very excited back to San Diego. And let's see after it's gonna happen. But you know, I've been training really hard. I think it's gonna be good the other way. But you know, I'm really excited for the next fight.
And even your dog likes it too. So, you know, there you go. I think everything's going to work out. Let's talk about our Blaze game of the week here. We've got the Atlanta Dream taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. I think I know who you're picking, but I got to ask anyways.
You know, I'm going to get it to Los Angeles team, but the reality like this, I really supported the basketball, you know, the girls, Las Vegas one, because I meet some couple girls my friend plays Larissa at the Protein House. But you know, I'm gonna be with Los Angeles. I know they're struggling now a little bit with the team and put the team together, both, you know, Atlanta Dream and the Los Angeles one, but I'm going to Sparks.
I'm going to go the other way. I'll take the Atlanta Dream just so we can disagree here. We have to disagree every now and then, Chris. So this will be another one. You didn't think we'd get out of here without doing our Portuguese saying of the week. So, Chris, I just got back from vacation on Monday. I was away at the lake, about 6 hours drive from where I live. It was great. So how would I say let's go on vacation in Portuguese? How would I do that?
Vamos.
Vamos.
Viajar.
Viajar.
Yes.
Vamos viajar.
Ou vamos, acho que de férias. You can say férias too.
Okay, vamos viajar.
No, viajar. Vamos viajar. Viajar is good.
Okay, sure. We'll stick with that. That sounds great. And Chris, I know you got a lot of stuff going on outside of the cage right now. You're always doing stuff aside from training. You got the OnlyFans, which is obviously the behind the scenes, you know, video blogs and stuff like that. You got the premium service, CrisCyborg.com. You can sign up for less than a cup of coffee. You can pay with Bitcoin. You got the Q&As and the instructional videos. What do you got coming up? Let our audience know what do you got going on right now.
You know, I just say thank you for all the support. You know, all the subscribe people, 40,000 people at the OnlyFans. They really appreciate loving the videos. And make sure if you didn't sign up, go over there, check. It's going to have a lot of videos for my next fight. I'm very, very excited. And thank for all the members, you know, the live we're doing together, the membership, Cris Cyborg. If you'd like to be part, go to my website. The next one we're going to do live together is going to be August 20th. It's going to be Sunday. So we picked the time 4 p.m. So it's a great time for everybody in the house chilling Sunday. So it's going to be a pleasure to be with you guys.